Geoffrey? Where's Geoffrey?
Some people call her crazy. Others say she is courageous. One of Uganda's leading businesswomen took her business to the former rebel area in northern Uganda. Now Victoria Seeds is a rapidly growing company, gaining market share and helping farmers to start a sustainable business.
Definitely, that's why we are in northern Uganda, because most of the farmers here, if not all, are communities that were displaced and they are now returning, they are being resettled. So they really need food security, and seed is the starting point. So we are proud to be able to support them in restoring their agricultural livelihood. Here, this is the processing unit. Yeah. And as they come from our contract growers, we pre-clean it, we grade it, and now this is the unit where it's now being packed into bags, and we put in certification labels, and we get the seeds to our distributors or directly to the farmers.
By producing high-quality seeds and training local farmers, Josephine Okot has received many international awards. But starting up her own business wasn't easy.
It was very challenging. As you are well aware, all banks all over Africa see agricultural investment as high risk. They actually don't want us at all. So it was tough getting started, and when I approached the banks, they said they were not willing to give me any startup capital because I was like 2 months old and they were not in the business of selling off the house I wanted to mortgage. So I got stuck, I got frustrated, then I went to a USAID program, the Agriculture Productivity Enhancement Program, and they were able to guarantee the bank that if I didn't perform, they are willing to take that risk. So it's good that such a project was there. So after that, the bank could really provide trade finance, and we got started and later worked with other financial partners to grow the business. But it wasn't easy. Yeah. So what did you plant yesterday?
Yesterday, I make the bed.
Yeah, the crops that we are promoting in this part of northern Uganda, and actually the rest of the country where we promote crops, are basically crops that either are staple crops or they are cash crops. So the farmers know these crops already. They have actually been growing them, but using very, I would say, non-productive techniques. They broadcast, and many times they even don't enhance the fertility of the soil, mismanagement at post-harvesting. So Victoria Seeds' role is not just to give the seed technology, but we also help the farmer manage their crop well, provide extension, and at the end of the day, our goal is to optimize their yield so that they can get the returns. So now we are heading to Gulu town, and the road we are taking, if it took like another 1 hour, we will be inside Sudan.
Josephine Okot takes us to what she calls the middle of nowhere, to meet a group of mainly female farmers. On the way, we see the reminders of the violent period that came to an end just a few years ago.
They were living in camps. They were depending on handouts from World Food Program because it was very risky to venture out of the camps. If the rebels come across you, it was a crime actually to be found producing crops, because it means you are supporting the economy. So they had some small plots, maybe closer to the camp, but they really were dependent nearly 99% on food aid for their livelihood.
Now what is very important, now like this field here, I've already told you this field is not what? Ready. You have your 2 feet. Victoria Seeds has done its best.
They have no knowledge, they don't know how the benefits of improved seed, so we have to start from scratch. Train them, then demonstrate how the difference between improved seed and then home safe seed, and also promote awareness, perhaps through the media and through other forums, to help them appreciate it, and then get agro dealers in places like this one where they can walk to a shop and pick the quality seed, and they don't have to like go 40 kilometers to Gulu town.
So this is planting in lines. It's an agronomic practice that we encourage them to use, especially for seed production, because it's very important. Even commercial, right now they are adopting this practice.
Our approach in bringing development in a post-conflict area like northern Uganda, where we are now, is successful, specifically because we are using the business model. Businesses are designed to only survive when they manage their cost, stay profitable, and their main objective should be sustainable. So we are using that same concept in working with the farmer groups here, and we are developing their capacity to be productive and to increase their output and their annual income and actually livelihood.
Yes, they are understanding, and we've come this far right now that they are even planting in lines, which wasn't happening before. They were broadcasting, and therefore we're not having the maximum plant population required for maximum yield, because when you closely space, you know the problems with that. You're not going to get the maximum yield from that. So we give them the right spacing, and now they're practicing that. But we still have some challenges. They're still insisting on intercropping, and yet that's not part of our training. Like you can see in the background, we have maize, we have pigeon peas in the field, but we're getting there soon.
As Victoria Seeds, we believe a business can only thrive where society thrives. So we can only survive, of course, when we make profits, but I also believe we should always try and build or grow the society. So since we made the risky decision or the difficult decision of coming north to provide seed technologies, so we also have to develop the capacity of the farmers here to first of all produce the seed, and at the end of the day to adopt and become really profitable commercial farmers, because there is a regional market. And as a Ugandan, if I don't do it, who will do it for me? I owe it to the people here that I bring my skills back.